what did Fury do at the top of the list of things that he did that night in the ring? He exposed Wilder.
Yeah.
Top of the list, number one. He exposed him. He exposed the guy that he ain't that good. He can punch like heck. And I've said it many times. Punches are not made. They are born. He was born with power to punch. He's got Thor's hammer in his right hand. You know, Ingemar Johansson had one. You know, Ernie Shavers had one. Right? It could go down a list. The great Joe Louis, he had it in both hands. And he didn't expose himself. And if he hurt you, he got rid of you. And he was always in position. He was never out of bounds. But we'll leave that for another time. But what I'm saying is that is what you try to aspire towards. Being able to punch and still be in position and still be able to conduct the sweet science the way it was meant to be conducted. So I would say no. Fury didn't do anything extraordinary. He did what a good boxer is supposed to do. He slipped punches. He made a miss. He counted. He did what a well-taught boxer is supposed to do. And what a guy with less talent, less physical, athletic ability than Wilder had to do to make up for the disparity, to close the gap. Because he wasn't going to match him with other things physically. And that's the great thing about boxing. That's the great thing. Again, that's the great thing. It reminds you in life that you don't have to be born with the biggest brain. No, really. I mean it. You don't have to be born, 6'5". You don't have to be born with the greatest physique or the greatest looks or any of those things. There's always a way to close the gap. It's called hard work. It's called learning. It's called, going shopping down the aisle of one of those great grocery stores that, where you go and you say, okay, in this aisle, I'm going to get some determination. This one, I'm going to collect some work ethic. This one, I'm going to collect discipline. This one, I'm going to collect dreams, the ability to dream. Those things can make up for the lacking of the other things that, as I said with the puncher, you're either born with or you're not. And that's the great thing of boxing. It can remind you, if you look at it that way, it can remind everyone out there. And I'm going to remind them that, yeah, there's hope for everyone. That there's a reason why there's guys that don't run the fastest, don't jump the highest, aren't the strongest, aren't the biggest, aren't the prettiest, aren't the top of their class, didn't graduate college necessarily. But they're masters. They're masters. They become masters in some universe because there were other things that they could go and shop for and find. And Fury showed that. He reminded us of that. He didn't have power. He's not a puncher, even for a big, giant behemoth that he was. Another reason why you don't judge a book by the cover. But no, he's not a puncher. But he made up for it by being slick, by being smart, by taking away the punch or the ability to land the punch from Wilder, except for 2 times.
I wish